In 2025, thousands of NRIs across the Gulf and worldwide received an unexpected letter. It was a notice from Indian tax and regulatory authorities warning them about a potential penalty under FEMA, the Foreign Exchange Management Act. The violation: holding an ordinary resident saving accounts in India after becoming an NRI, something that millions of NRIs do not out of intention to break the law, but simply because nobody told them they had to change it. The penalty under FEMA can be up to three times the amount in that account, plus a daily penalty while the violation continues. This video is going to make sure that it is not your problem. We are going to cover exactly what bank accounts you should have as a Gulf NRI, which ones are legally required, how each one works, and importantly, why getting this right is the foundation for all your investment in India. Remember, your old saving accounts back home did not automatically become legal when you moved to the Gulf. Getting your banking structure right is not optional. It is the foundation everything else is built on. Under FEMA, the Foreign Exchange Management Act, once you become an NRI, you are legally required to convert or close all resident saving and current accounts in India. You cannot hold a regular saving account as a non-resident. Full stop. This rule applies from the moment your residential status changes, which is typically when you move abroad and begin residing outside India for more than 182 days in a financial year. What you can hold instead are two type of account specifically designed for NRIs, an NRO account and an NRE account. We will cover both in detail, but first let us be very clear about why this matters. If you moved to the Gulf recently and still have resident saving accounts back home, your priority after watching this video is to call your bank and initiate the conversion to NRO. Most major banks, HDFC, ICICI, SBI, Axis, allow this without closing the account. The process is straightforward. The delay is not worth the risk. NRO stands for non-resident ordinary. Think of it as your India linked account. It holds money that originates in India. What goes into an NRO account? Rent from property you own in India, dividends from Indian shares or mutual funds, pension income, proceeds from the sale of property or assets in India, any income earned in India that needs to stay in rupees. Foreign remittances from abroad can also be received here, though NRE is better for this. These are the key features of NRO. Currency: Indian rupees held and transacted in India. Joint account allowed with a resident Indian family member, unlike NRE. Interest income taxable in India at 30% TDS. Repatriation limited up to USD 1 million per financial year post applicable taxes. Require Form 15CA and 15CB CA certificate for repatriation of capital amounts above 5 lakhs. NRE stands for non-resident external. This is the account your Gulf salary flows into India through. It is the most important account for a Gulf NRI who wants to invest in Indian markets while keeping the freedom to move money back abroad when needed. What goes into an NRE account? Your salary or income earned abroad, transferred from your UAE Gulf bank account, foreign currency converted to INR on receipt, proceeds from NRE fixed deposit, interest earned on NRE accounts. These are the key features of NRE account. Currency: Indian rupees but sourced from foreign earnings. Interest income tax free in India. This is a significant advantage. Repatriation: fully and freely repatriable. Principal and interest with no upper limit. No RBI permission needed to send money back abroad from NRE account. Joint account only with another NRI, not with a resident Indian. Can be used to invest in Indian mutual funds, stocks, and fixed deposits. The repatriation advantage: why it matters for Gulf NRIs. This point is worth dwelling on because it is the most practically useful feature of an NRE account for someone living in the Gulf. Imagine a scenario. You have been doing SIPs from your NRE account into Indian mutual funds for 5 years. Then an emergency or a large planned purchase in the UAE require a significant sum quickly, or you decide to make a property purchase here. or you are changing jobs and need a financial cushion between roles. If your investment corpus was funded from your NRE account, you can redeem your mutual fund units. The proceed will come back into your NRE account and then transfer that money abroad to your UAE account. No special permissions, no RBI approval, no USD 1 million annual cap. Clean, straightforward repatriation. This is the fundamental reason why, as a Gulf NRI investor in Indian markets, you want your investing to flow through NRE, not NRO, wherever possible. Before we get to the NRO to NRE transfer, let me briefly cover a third account type that is particularly useful for Gulf NRIs, the FCNR account. FCNR stands for foreign currency non-resident, unlike NRE and NRO, which are held in Indian rupees. An FCNR account is a fixed deposit maintained in foreign currency. You can hold it in USD, GBP, Euro, AED, and other major currencies. Why does this matter? When you send money from your UAE account to an NRE account, your dirhams are converted to rupees at the prevailing exchange rate. If the rupee weakens over the tenure of your deposit, your effective return is reduced when you convert back. FCNR eliminates that currency risk. Your deposit stays in the foreign currency throughout. The main features of this account: tenure 1 to 5 years, fixed deposit format only, not a saving account. Interest tax free in India, fully repatriable along with principal. Currency maintained in original foreign currency, no INR currency conversion risk. Best for NRIs who want to park a lump sum in a safe tax free instrument without currency exposure. A question that comes up often: I have money sitting in my NRO account, rent collected, dividends received, an old property sale. Can I move it to NRE so it becomes fully repatriable? The answer is yes, but with conditions. The RBI allows NRO to NRE transfers, and this is useful planning tool for NRIs who have accumulated funds in India that they eventually want to bring back. The rules: annual limit up to USD 1 million per financial year can be transferred from NRO to NRE or repatriated directly abroad. Taxes first. All applicable taxes on the NRO funds must be paid before transfer. You cannot move pre tax income. CS certificate required. You need a chartered accountant to issue Form 15CB certifying that taxes have been paid. For amounts above 5 lakhs, both Form 15CA and 15CB are required. Current income exception. Recurring income like rent and dividends can be transferred from NRO to NRE or abroad without eating into the USD 1 million annual capital limit, provided taxes are paid. Once the money is in NRE, it becomes fully repatriable. This makes the NRO to NRE transfer a useful end of year exercise for NRIs who accumulate rental or dividend income in India and want to consolidate it into a freely movable account. Let me now connect all of this to investing because that is ultimately why the account structure matters. Both NRE and NR accounts can be used to invest in Indian mutual funds and listed stocks. The SEBI and RBI rule permits NRE investment from either. But for most Gulf NRIs, NRE is the strongly preferred source, and here is why in one sentence. Money invested from NRE can be fully repatriated when you redeem. Money invested from NRO comes back into NRO with USD 1 million annual repatriation cap and the documentation requirement still in place. Let me close with the action checklist. The three things you should do if you have not already. One, check your Indian bank accounts. If you have a regular resident saving account and you have been living abroad, call your bank this week and initiate the conversion to NRO. The longer you wait, the longer the potential daily penalty clock is running. 2. Open an NRE account if you do not have one. This is where your Gulf salary should flow when you remit to India. It keeps your money tax free, fully repatriable, and ready to invest. Most major banks allow NRE account opening online with video KYC, no India visit required. 3. Set up your investing platform with NREs as the source. When you link your bank account on Quora or any other platform, use NRE. That single decision ensures that every rupee you invest can be freely repatriated when you need it. For those of you with rental income or other Indian source funds sitting in NRO, speak to a CA about the NRO to NRE transfer process. Once your taxes are settled, you can consolidate into NRE and gain full repatriation freedom. This is not exciting content. There are no charts, no Kaga numbers, no fun comparisons. But getting this structure right is the foundation of everything else sits on. You cannot build a solid investing plan on a non compliant banking structure. Subscribe for the next video on this channel where we get into investing part, the funds, the platforms, the allocation. All of that assumes this foundation is in place. Now it is.